Good morning everybody. I just want to share with you why I chose the Gizo Hero Pro. I did a comparison between the Gizo Hero Pro, the G-Wiz, the EcoFlow Delta 2960 and the FlexoPower 1800. As you can see on the screen, just some short, very important stats. And I must say, between these four power stations, I chose the Gizo purely because of the maximum wattage. It is a pure sine wave as with the others, and it's got a 25 amps MPPT, which is very, very important, especially when I go off grid. So you can pause the video, look at the stats, and I am also now going to show you how the system works. And what is nice about the system, I can use it in my house for backup. I can use it at the back of my bakkie to run my fridge, and also when we go camping in my caravan as well for backup power. Enjoy the video. Good morning everyone. So I've made a video on the new Gizo portable power pack. When I was unpacking it out of the box this morning, I want to show you all the power points and also how this unit functions. So if you can come closer, I'll show you right here. You will see that input, there is the power input to charge the unit through normal 220 volt. And then also this is a XT90 plug that comes with the unit. So it charges through a normal 12 volt cigarette lighter input. I made changes to mine where it can also be charged through a Anderson plug. So I can either use it in the bakkie to charge, or I can use it at the back of my bakkie while driving and it will still charge. And then also my foldable and portable solar panel can also plug in here. This switch is when the unit is overloaded. This is the protection switch. The unit will then shut down, and you can just press this button and it will reset, and then the unit will start again. So if you come around, I just want to show you here in front is that, let's start on the left. This is your DC power output. So if I open this plug, so if you have a device with a cigarette lighter, 10 amp, 12 volt, it can be plugged in there. Then you have a XT60 output plug, 12 volt, 25 amps. And then there you have a 12 volt, 3 amp. That is a normal 12 volt output portable jack, and that's the same. So there's two of them. So once the unit is started up, you will see here at the bottom on the DC, the unit, these four output plugs, you can just press it in there and it will switch it on and off. Here on top, you will see this is when the unit charges. What is nice about it is that you can set the unit from 300 watt up to 1100 watt. This is the regulator. What I normally do, I just keep mine on 700 watt. The battery does have a BMS system, so the BMS system does protect the battery, which is nice. So I've tested the unit on 1100 watts, and from 0 up to fully charged it takes about 2 hours, which is awesome. This is the power plug to switch the unit on. I will show you now how that works. And then let's start here at the top on the right. You have your QC, your USB, 3 output units, which is also nice. Just below that is a PD 20 watt. That's your type C, and then at the bottom is your PD 100 watt and 20 watt. 100 watt is awesome when you want to charge your laptop as well. So at the bottom of that, you will also notice USB on and off. This is where you switch the output power of these plugs on and off. So if you come around here, I just want to show you on this side. You will see there's the 3-point South African output power plugs that can be used, and these are the fans of the unit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys now how the unit operates. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how this unit works. First of all, we're going to power the unit up. So you will see there on the right hand side where it says power. You press the button and you hold the button for 3 seconds. And there you will see the unit is powered up. I did charge the battery to 100%. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my wife's hairdryer to show you how this unit works. So the hairdryer I'm going to use is a GHD. It's a 2100 watt hairdryer. So I'm just going to plug it in here into the unit. There it's plugged in. So now I am going to switch the hairdryer on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it onto the maximum power that it can be on. Near this. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to show you how this unit works. So I am going to use my wife's GHD 2100 watt hairdryer. So what you need to do, if you come closer, you will see here is a AC switch. So when I switch this on, you will hear a beep. So I'm just going to keep quiet now so that you can hear the beep. So the AC power is now on, and you will see there is a little indicator that points out that the unit will give you now AC power. I'm going to take the hairdryer, plug it in, and it is on maximum. It is blowing hot heat. So if you come closer, I will show you. You will see there's your output. So the moment I switch the hairdryer on, at the moment it's only drawing 1800 watts. The GHDs are very light on power, so it powers it runs according to the hairdryer 1800 watts up to 2100 watts, but I've never managed to get the hairdryer higher than 1800 watts. Okay guys, so what I'm going to show you now is how this unit powers an air fryer. So I've already plugged the air fryer in. I'm just going to ask my wife to switch on the air fryer. So you will see the instant vortex. She's going to switch it on now. And this is a double bin air fryer. So you will see that it's a twin. And it's switched on. So you will see on the unit the output is 1536 watts. So this unit powers almost anything that you can think of when you go outdoors or you go camping. So what I love about this unit is that it's portable. It is a South African manufacturer, so if anything does go wrong, I can easily contact the manufacturer for assistance, and I can either use it in my bakkie while driving with our 40-litre Engel in the back of our bakkie, or I can use it in the load bin of the bakkie where I can power our bigger 90-litre fridge freezer. We can use it for lighting. My wife can use it for a hairdryer. We can use it for our coffee machine. We can use it for about anything that we use when we go outdoors or we go camping. So what I'm going to show you now is when I plug the unit into the input power is what happens when the charging comes in. So it is now on 98%. I don't know if it's going to charge when I plug it in now, but let's have a look. There you go. So you will see supercharge comes on, and there the input power is picking up. So I did set it on to 700 watts, but because the battery does have its own BMS, a battery management system, it will regulate how much power goes to the battery so that the battery doesn't get damaged. So I hope you enjoyed the video. When I bought the unit, it was a learning curve for me to figure out where the unit switches on, especially the DC, the USB, the main power of the unit, and also the AC output power. And this unit is very handy, and I enjoyed the unit thoroughly. What is also nice about it is that it does have a light which draws, I think, 1 watt, which is next to nothing. So there the light comes on, and it does have a flash for if you're next to the road for emergency, and faster, and then it's switched off. So yes, I hope when you look for different portable power units that this video will be of assistance to you.